Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running, with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Street. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The tight end has got it, breaks a tackle on the play, and makes a decent gain.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll run it to the left. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Defense all over that play. They stop him. He did not get the first down.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Shows you the confidence that he has in his offensive line and running back. But the defense in great position to negate this play and bring up a fourth down.
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
I mean, that's as safe a call as you can make, right? Just have that quarterback get behind that big offensive line and push when he wasn't able to get past the line that they needed for the first down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Gain second and medium. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Third down coming up after that running play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On fourth down, a short toss to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making a tackle short of the first down.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the return is brought down by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snides with the throw. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Handoff in a single back formation. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds his target, and it's complete. Tackle, but first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights off a defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And at first down, they go right back to him. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. The Ducks looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal off that loss. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Wideouts now clustered. They look to throw it here on second down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab on the move. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll take a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, tie.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Send the back in motion. They're going to run it here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. Oh, that one's picked off. Pass midfield. The 30. The 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found a lane, and so this drive is going to begin with good field position. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they can do here. There's time to run a few plays, perhaps get into field goal range. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from it. Don't see that often. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And it's complete downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
Touchdown, 40, number 12.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's good.
The extra point is good.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Quick spin on the run. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looks like one more play here before halftime. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Comes back out on the field. They try to run it with the option. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Will send the punt team onto the field. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And the ball rolls dead. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. And they will claim the second half lead. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The guys up front line up. It's first down. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And the game just good enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with their ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. After that incompletion, it's third down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot here. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Not much on that play. Brought down short.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here's the second down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They're set now to try with PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's going for a big play downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight. Brought down after a short return to the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
That's a solid game. Moves the ball to 29.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
A loss of 1 yard on the play. Coming up, 4th down.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Powerful offense is back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
You can almost sense the coaches challenge this offensive line before they went out in the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And here's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off.